Good morning, children. Chapter 7 Triangles. Some more criteria for congruence of triangles. Already we have studied SAS, ASA. Now we have to study about the SSS congruence rule, RHS congruence rule. Both we have to study statement only because this can be proved by activity rule. There is no theorem for this. So SSS congruence rule, by the name itself you know that it is based on three sides. So what is the statement says? If three sides of one triangle are equal to three sides of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So what is the meaning? That means we have to take three sides, all the three sides of the triangle to be considered, and what we should find out, if three sides of the one triangle equal to the three sides of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So the additional criteria what we are learning today, SSS congruence criteria. Now the another one is RHS congruence rule. If in two right triangle, the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle. The right triangle means, what is the right triangle? One angle is 90 degree, and the first one is 90 degree. The second criteria is hypotenuse, and the remaining any one of the side of one triangle are equal to the hypotenuse one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So the statement itself, they told that in two right triangle, so that means one angle is definitely 90 degree. One angle is 90 degree in both the triangles. Then what should be compared? Hypotenuse to be compared and one side to be compared. So R means right angle, H means hypotenuse, S means side. So RHS criteria. So we have to study statement only. First one is SSS, three sides. The second one is RHS. RHS means one angle must be 90 degree, then the hypotenuse, then one side are equal to the respective right angle and hypotenuse and side of the other triangles. Then the two triangles are congruent. How many criteria we have learned now? First one is SAS axiom rule only. So no proof for you. SAS criteria. That means two sides, one included angle. What is the second one? ASA. ASA means two angles and one included side. Here this can be also used as AAS by angle sum property. The criteria can be used like this also. Now what is the new one? Third one is the SSS triple S criteria. Now the fourth one is RHS criteria. All this you have studied in the 7th class. Again we are learning this year. By the geometrical proof actually it is required, but because of the present situation the ASA theorem proof is deleted, and SSS RHS there is no proof for you. So no proof, you have to study all the four criteria. You have to learn the statement thoroughly. Example 7, one of the important question. AB is a line segment. P and Q are points on opposite sides of AB such that each of them is equidistant from the points A and B. Show that the line PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. So what is the statement says? AB is a line segment. AB is a line segment, I told. See the diagram. AB is a line segment. P and Q are points on opposite sides of AB. P above the line AB and Q below the line. So opposite sides we got a P as well as Q, right? Next, such that each of them is equidistant from the points A and B. So that means P is equidistant from A and P is equidistant from B also, right? Now Q is also equidistant from A, Q is equidistant from B also, right? Got? That is the meaning of this one. P and Q are the points which are equidistant from the points A and B. So now listen, this diagram, there is no need of giving the diagram in the question paper also. You can get the question and you can draw the diagram also. So there is no strict rule that always diagram should be given. Sometimes read the question, you have to draw the diagram. Show that. Now what should show? So these many things are given. So what we can write? I'll complete the given step, right? Given AB is a line segment and P and Q are points on the AB of opposite sides such that both are equidistant from A and B. So we can write that PA equal to PB, right? And QA equal to QB. Okay. Now what is to be proved? PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. That means this line is the perpendicular bisector of AB. That means here angle C is 90 degree, perpendicular bisector. So angle C is 90 degree we have to prove. Okay, and one more thing, bisector of AB, that means AC equal to BC also we should prove. See, this question is the property of perpendicular bisector only, nothing else. So angle C is equal to 90 degree and AC equal to BC. So we have to prove that AC equal to BC and angle C 90 degree. Now see the condition. AC equal to BC means AC will be one of the side, right? And BC also. So we should take which triangle? ACP and BCP. If you consider ACP and BCP, what are the equal side is given in the question? Let us see that one. Only the one side is equal. Only I will consider ACP, the small triangle. One side equal we marked. Even if you further we proceed, this can be the second equal side, right? This can be the second equal side or common we can say, right? Now we got two sides, means we need one more side or one more included angle. So one more side means that is only we required to prove. So SSS criteria we cannot apply here. Understood? ACP is we are taking means only two equal sides will get, and for the third equal side means it is not possible, that is to be proved. So angle only possibility. Angle means what will happen? If two sides is taken, then the included angle this we should get. That we don't have any idea from based on the question. So we cannot go for ACP and BCP. Understood? The triangle ACP and also triangle BCP we cannot go directly. So what we should do means we should take the bigger triangle AQP and BQP. Understood? We have to take which triangle first? AQP. So I'll write here triangle AQP and BQP. Got? Which are the two triangles we have taken? Triangle AQP and a triangle BQP. Now in triangle AQP and triangle BQP, which are the equal sides? The first side I'll write as AP equal to BP. Given AP equal to BP given. Okay. The next side is equal is QA equal to QB. That is also given. Okay. What is the next one? We can take a common side PQ. See again all of you. AP we have already marked. AP and BP are the first equal side. QA and QB are the second equal side. Now when we are considering AQP or APQ, the triangle name is a different way we are telling, but the triangle is same only. AQP, first equal side we have considered, second equal side we have considered. We don't have any information regarding angles. So the third side, that is the common side, PQ is coming there. Similarly, we will go the other side of the triangle, which is that one BQP. So BQP also first equal side, second equal side and the third equal side. Got? So by SSS criteria, because this is also side, this is also side and this is also side. So triangle AQP is the order I have taken. Triangle AQP is congruent to. Now let us see. PQ is PQ only here. Here which letter is common? A. The first and the second A is common. So similarly here which is the letter is common? B. So we in place of A, or A is having correspondence with B only. Right? So A for B gone means P is P only. So the last letter is P. Now what is the next next letter? It is BQP. So criteria is SSS. Criteria is SSS. So we got the three sides and we got these two triangles are congruent. Now we have to write the CPCT of this one. So the purpose is, I already told that we should get this included angle, right? This included angle we should get. What is the name of that one? P. P should come in the middle. So here we will write angle APQ equal to angle VPQ, CPCT. So this is our equation number 1. This should be used in the next proof. So we can get here APQ. I'll put a dot here. It's not given in the question. Similarly, BPQ is also equal. So this is the CPCT. Now what is the next step? So this is only completed the first part of the proof. Now the second part of the proof, we have to take the triangle ACP and BCP. Because we explained that only the question is asked that PQ is a perpendicular bisector of AB. So this angle also we should get angle C as well as AC equal to BC. So the second step is that ACP and BCP are the second triangle we have to consider. So I'll write here in triangle ACP and triangle BCP. What are the equal sides? I'll write now. So AP we have already marked. AP equal to BP, it is given, right? What is the next common side? CP we can write CP equal to CP common, right? Now what is left here? We need the included angle. So the included angle in CPCT we got. So I'll write here angle APQ equal to angle BPQ using 1, or we can write proved in 1. Right? So now again consider this case. First equal side, second equal side, that is common side. Again we got this equal side. So SA is criteria, 2 sides and the included angle. So I'll write here triangle ACP is congruent to triangle AP and CP. Which letter is common? P. So here also which letter is common? P only. So the third letter is having correspondence with the P only. For A which letter? B, and for C it is C only. So now criteria you think S. Yes, A. We checked that this angle is included angle. So definitely we can write which criteria? SAS. Now after this SAS criteria, can we write AC equal to BC as a CPCT? Check that one. Okay. See, we got AC equal to BC CPCT. Now we have to write equation number 2. Why I am writing means this is the one proof which required to prove. So AC equal to BC, that means this is equally divided by this line. PC or CP or PQ we can say divides AB into equal parts. AC and BC we got. Now what is the next to be proved? Perpendicular bisector. So by this you got bisecting word. Now perpendicular means this angle only we have to prove. Now see, when we are writing this criteria, can we write that angle ACP is equal to angle BCP? Yes. What is the reason for this one? That is also CPCT. I'll make it 3 only now. Okay. Now the question comes that what is sum of ACP and BCP? Because it is already given that AB is a line segment. So sum of ACP and BCP means it is equal to 180 degree. Do you know what is the reason for this one? What is the reason? Linear pair. What is the reason? Linear pair only. Now we got its linear pair. Now from equation 3 you know that both angles are equal only, right? So I can write angle ACP instead of BCP also I'll write ACP only. So it is equal to 180 degree. This implies 2 times of angle ACP equal to 180. So what is the meaning of ACP now? The value of ACP equal to 90 degree. Now we know that ACP and BCP are equal, right? So what we can write, this means angle BCP is also 90 degree. Now here I have written angle ACP equal to plus angle ACP equal to 180 degree using 3. Now you got ACP and BCP is 90. I'll make it together equation number 4. Now you check the second and fourth equation. Right, second and fourth equation, what based on that what we can say, that is PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB using 2 and 4. PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. See that one, perpendicular word means angle C is 90 degree. We got angle C is 90 degree. Bisecting word AC and BC are equal. So we got a perpendicular bisector rule only here. So PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. So I think the question is very clear to you, but it's an important question, so I'll repeat once again. What is given that one? So AP, P is equidistant, P and Q are equidistant from AB. So we marked it two equal sides, right? Now we have to prove that this PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. That means C equal to 90 we should get, and also AC equal to BC. So if we go for this triangle, means ACP directly, AC equal to BC we should prove. So AC and BC are one of the side we have to choose, and we have, if we are selecting ACP and BCP are the two triangles, then we will not get any included angle. So what we should take, we should go for APQ and BPQ, or we can say AQP and BQP. That only we are done here. In that, which are the equal sides? PA and PB are equal, QA and QB are equal, both are given. Now what is the common criteria? The bigger line PQ, right? PQ equal to PQ common. Now if you go through this one, how many sides we are seeing here? 3. So triangle AQP is congruent to triangle BQP, triple S criteria. From this, what is the required angle we should take down as a CPCT? What is the required angle to prove this angle P? So we are writing here angle APQ equal to angle BPQ, CPCT, equation number 1, right? Now we can go for the real proof. What is the real proof step? ACP and BCP we can take. In ACP and BCP, first equal side, second equal side, included angle. Same only we have written. AP equal to BP, CP equal to CP common, and then APQ and BPQ we already proved here. So by using this, which criteria you are getting? SAS. We have checked that the angle is included or not. So triangle ACP is congruent to triangle BCP SAS. By this, what we can write? AC equal to BC. That means it's bisected. The line PQ is bisected equally. Next, angle ACP equal to angle BCP. These two angles are also equal by CPCT. If you take the sum of these two angles, two equal angles, what will get? 180 degree, because AB is the line segment. So by using linear pair, we know that it is 180 degree. Now using 3, what you can say? Both are equal to each other. So 2 times of ACP or 2 times of BCP equal to 180. That means ACP or BCP equal to 90 degree. This still we can make the conclusion how? Using 2 and 4, the PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay. I already told in the beginning that in some of the question paper, this question is asked that the line segment AB and two isosceles triangle on the line segment AB. Then prove that the line PQ is a perpendicular bisector of AB. Like that also the questions were asked. Some question paper diagram is not given, only the question is given. With the help of the question, always try to draw the diagrams, right? So this is one of the important question. And one more point I want to specify here, that it's a perpendicular bisector means when we are doing the construction part. In lower classes you have studied a perpendicular bisector. Rough diagram I will show. Then in compass, more than half you will take from this side and below the line. Here also like this two arc will formed. Now what is the concept behind here means, any point if you take on this line, any point if you take on this line, it is equidistant from the end points of the line segment. That means if A we have marked here, P and Q is the line, PA and QA are equal. Similarly, if I have marked R here, RP is also equal to RQ. If I have marked E here, EP equal to EQ. The same concept only here we have proved. So this is one of the important question. Learn thoroughly. I know that lengthy proof only. So with this today's class I am winding up. Thank you.